If you're interested in air traffic control add-ons for Microsoft Flight Simulator, I think you will find this video very interesting. We will contrast and compare the two arguably most modern ATC add-ons, BeyondATC and SayIntentions.AI, with flying on an online ATC network such as VATSIM. Hi, I'm Bastian. I'm a flight sim enthusiast since Flight Simulator 98. And throughout my flight sim journey, I've experimented with various ATC tools and nowadays enjoy the experiments of flying on online networks such as VATSIM quite a lot. Today we will perform the exact same flight from Munich to Berlin 3 times over, each time with different ATC instructions. For the first flight we will fly online with VATSIM controllers. For the second flight we will use BeyondATC, and for the third flight we will use SayIntentions.AI, and afterwards we will compare all 3 different controller solutions. To keep things a little short, I've extracted the most important situations from the flights, and we will analyze and compare these situations against each other. Please make use of the chapter marks, which are in the video description below if you're interested in specific scenes. Before we dive in, if you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up and also subscribing to my channel. These 2 things will really help a small channel like mine a lot. Now let's get some important information out of the way. This video is not a review, it is more of an impressions overview. This has several reasons. So first, both BeyondATC and also SayIntentions.AI are in early access, so some features may not work and this is expected. Second, this is only one flight in the German airspace, IFR, and following European procedures. So the experience could vary under different flight rules or in other regions. And third, there might also be instances where one of the tools expects specific commands that I'm not aware of, so keep that in mind. So while I think the observations of this video are still very valuable, please keep in mind that they are based on very specific set of conditions. For full transparency, I purchased BeyondATC myself, and I used the 24-hour demo, which is free of SayIntentions.AI for this video. And with that, let's get into the flight, and starting with our IFR clearance to Berlin.
München Apron, schönen guten Abend, Lufthansa 2, Papa Mike with Victor, request clearance to Berlin.
Lufthansa 2, Papa Mike, München Apron Service Information Whiskey, cleared Berlin, Akini 1 November departure, flight plan route, climb via Citadel 70, squawk 1000.
Akini 1 November via the SID to flight level 70 and squawk 1000, Lufthansa 2, Papa Mike.
Lufthansa 2, Papa Mike, read back correct.
Munich delivery, hello, Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike, request startup and clearance to Berlin with information Juliet.
Aircraft calling for clearance, say call sign.
Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike.
Lufthansa 2, Papa Mike, Munich delivery, information Juliet. Correct, expect runway, 26 right, Akin 1 November departure, initial climb to flight level 070, squawk 1000.
Akin 1 November departure, flight level 70, squawk 1000, Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike.
Lufthansa 2, Papa Mike, read back correct. Contact ground 121.908 when ready for push or start.
One to 1.908 Lufthansa to Papa Mike.
Negative, ground on 121.908.
Ground on 121.908 Lufthansa to Papa Mike.
Negative, ground on 121.908.
121.908.
Negative, ground on 121.908.
Ground 121.908 when ready. Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike.
Munich delivery, hello, Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike. Request startup and clearance to Berlin with information Juliet.
Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike, Munich clearance, I hear you, 1 sec. Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike, Munich clearance, information Juliet is correct. Cleared to Berlin Brandenburg via the Akin 1, November departure then as filed. Departure runway 26 right, initial climb to 7,000, departure on 123.905, squawk 6554.
Cleared to Berlin Brandenburg via the Akin 1 November departure, departure runway 26 right, initial to 7,000, squawk 64554.
Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike, read back correct, expect runway 26 right, contact ground on 121.71.
Ground on 121.71 Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike, danke.
So this was already very interesting. So both use the right standard instrument departure. Both did the handover to ground wrong. It should be the handover to apron. BeyondATC used the right squawk code, which is squawk 1000 for the flights inside of Germany and to parts of Europe. And it used flight level 70, which was good. The handover to ground was obviously really bad and frustrating. I don't know what's going on there. And I had this problem on multiple flights I did with BeyondATC. So SayIntentions.AI set 7,000 feet, which is a little wrong, should be a flight level. This squawk was not 1,000, but the handover to another frequency was good. Okay, next up, pushback clearance.
Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike, request startup and pushback stand 217 Alpha.
Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike, push and start approved, face north, Whiskey 2.
Whiskey 2, face north, Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike. Munich ground, hello, Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike, at stand 217 Alpha, request pushback.
Lufthansa 2, Papa Mike, Munich ground, pushback approved. Face north.
Push approved, face north, Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike. Munich ground, hello, Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike, stand 217 Alpha, request pushback.
Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike, Munich ground, pushback approved, face west.
Push approved, facing north, Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike.
Okay, BeyondATC did really well here. SayIntentions.AI used the wrong direction for pushback. It said we should face to the west, but we already did face to the west. So that's not good. And it did not catch my wrong readback because I read back north instead of the instructed west. So yeah. Now let's get our taxi instructions.
Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike, ready for taxi.
Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike, swing over center 2, taxi via center 2, short of Delta 6.
Swing over center 2, hold short Delta 6, Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike.
Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike, continue taxi November 4 Echo 2.
November 4 Echo 2, Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike.
Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike, contact tower 118, decimal 705 Jones.
118, 705 Tower, Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike. München Tower, hallo, Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike at Echo 2.
Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike, Tower low, taxi holding point 26 right, via November and Alpha 13.
Holding point 26 right, November Alpha 13, Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike. Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike, request taxi.
Aircraft calling for taxi instructions, say call sign.
Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike.
Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike, runway 26 right, taxi via Whiskey 2, D2 SS, Echo 2, November 4, November Alpha 13.
Taxi to runway 26 right via Whiskey 2, Delta 2 SS, Echo 2, November 4, November Alpha 13.
Negative, taxi via Whiskey 2 at 2 SS, Echo 2, November 4, November Alpha 13.
Taxi via Whiskey 2, Delta 2 SS, Echo 2, November 4, November Alpha 13.
Negative, taxi via Whiskey 2, 2 S's, Echo 2, November 4, November Alpha 13.
Taxi via Whiskey 2, 2 SS, Echo 2, November 4, November Alpha 13.
Negative, taxi via Whiskey 2 to 2 S, Echo 2, November 4, November Alpha 13.
Runway 26 right taxi via Whiskey 2 SAS Echo 2, November 4, November Alpha 13, Lufthansa 2, Papa Mike.
Munich ground, Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike, ready for taxi.
Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike, taxi to runway 26 right via Whiskey 2, Delta 2, Echo 2, November 4, Alpha 5, Mike Alpha 15.
Taxi to runway 26 right via Whiskey 2, Delta 2, Echo 2, November 4, Alpha 5, Mike and Alpha 15. Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike.
Okay, so here BeyondATC just gave me some extremely strange taxi instruction, and it didn't recognize my strangely read back instruction, and again there was no fallback. So after a couple of tries, BeyondATC did not recognize that there is this fundamental problem here. So that is not that good. Now we will continue to the takeoff.
Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike, line up runway 26 right.
Line up 26 right, Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike.
Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike, wind 270 degrees 7 knots, runway 26 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 26 right, cleared for takeoff, Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike, danke.
Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike, contact Munich Tower 120.505.
One 20505 for Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike. Munich Tower, hello, Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike at Alpha 13. Munich Tower, hello, Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike, ready for departure.
Lufthansa 2, Papa Mike, Munich Tower, wind 295 at 10, runway 26 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 26 right, cleared for takeoff, Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike.
Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike, Munich ground, runway 26 right, contact tower on 118.705 for departure clearance.
Tower on 118.705, Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike. Munich Tower, hello, Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike, request ready for departure.
Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike, Munich Tower, winds 246 at 13, runway 26 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 26 right, cleared for takeoff, Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike.
So here BeyondATC didn't really recognize my intention at first because I didn't use the right phrase. I should have used ready for departure. Otherwise, the rest was quite good. So SayIntentions.AI somehow did lose my flight plan at some point during the taxi. So therefore there was a strange phrase departure clearance there. So I had to fix that on the runway. Don't know what was going on there. Otherwise, it's fine. So now we will fast forward to the approach part of the flight. So all the handovers between different frequencies, climb and descent instructions in between were handled nicely by BeyondATC as well as SayIntentions.AI.
Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike, continue on present heading, descent altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1010.
4,000 feet, QNH 1010, and present heading, Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike.
Papa Mike, turn right by 10 degrees.
Right, 10 degrees, Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike.
Papa Mike, turn left heading 280, cleared ILS approach runway 25 right, report when established.
Heading 280, cleared ILS 25 right, and we will report when established to Papa Mike.
Lufthansa 2, Papa Mike, 27 miles from Zanim, turn left, heading 250, maintain 3,000 feet until established on the final approach course, cleared ILS runway 25 left.
Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike, heading 250, cleared ILS 25 left, and descent with the glide. Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike.
Negative, maintain 3,000 feet.
Maintaining 3,000 feet, Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike.
Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike, 8 miles from Uburu, descend and maintain 4,000. QNH 1013, cleared for the ILS runway 25 right approach.
Descend and maintain 4,000, cleared for the ILS 25 right approach. Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike.
Okay, so BeyondATC gave me a strange heading instruction here because I was already on the localizer and then it said I should turn to 250, which would actually result in leaving the localizer. So at some point I just decided to disregard the heading clearance and line up on the localizer. So SayIntentions.AI did really well here, and now we will have a look at how the handover to tower and the landing clearance works.
Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike is established, ILS 25 right.
Oh, Dankeschön. Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike, over to Berlin Tower 120.030. Ciao, ciao.
Tower 120.030. Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike, danke, schönen Abend.
Danke.
E67, on Victor Charlie 330.
Absolutely, worries.
Berlin Tower, Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike on the ILS 25 right.
Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike, Tower Nabend, wind 290 degrees, 3 knots, runway 25 right, cleared land.
Runway 25 right, clear to land, Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike.
Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike, contact Berlin Tower 1, negative tower on 120.03.
Tower on 120.030, Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike. Berlin Tower, Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike on the ILS 25 left.
Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike, Berlin Tower, continue.
Continue, Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike.
Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike, wind 195 at 6, runway 25 left, clear to land.
Runway 25 left, clear to land, Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike.
Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike, contact Berlin Brandenburg, tower on 118.805.
Tower on 118.805, Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike. Berlin Tower, hello, Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike on the ILS 25 right.
1,500.
Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike, Berlin Brandenburg Tower, winds 235 at 13. Runway 25 right, clear to land.
Runway 25 right, clear to land, Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike.
So what I like here is the BeyondATC instruction for continue, because this happens in real life a lot. So you just contact tower, tower says continue, and then later on gives you your landing clearance. SayIntentions.AI just gave me the landing clearance with a nice controller voice. So all good here. Okay, finally, let's have a look at how we were instructed to taxi to our parking positions in Berlin after our landing.
Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike, taxi to position Bravo 02 via Victor 4 and Victor Charlie.
Bravo 02 via Victor 4 and Victor Charlie. Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike.
Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike, exit right at Mike 4.
Mike 4, Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike.
Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike, exit right at Mike 4.
Mike 4, Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike.
Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike, contact ground 129.605.
Ground on 129.605, Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike.
Negative, ground on 129.605.
Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike, request taxi.
Aircraft calling for taxi instructions. Say call sign.
Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike.
Lufthansa 2. Papa Mike. Say again. Gate number.
Gate number 2.
Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike. Say again gate number.
Bravo 8.
Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike. Say again gate number.
Gate Bravo 8, Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike.
Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike. Gate Bravo 8. Taxi via Alpha, Victor 2.
Taxi via Alpha, Victor 2 to gate Bravo 8, Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike.
Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike, Berlin-Brandenburg Tower. Welcome to Berlin-Brandenburg. Exit at Kilo 1 if able. Contact ground on 121.705.
121.705, Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike. Berlin ground, hello, Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike on Kilo 2.
Lufthansa 2 Papa Mike, Berlin-Brandenburg ground, taxi to runway 26 right via Kilo 2 Alpha 5 Mike Alpha 15.
Okay, again, BeyondATC had some strange problem with the handover to ground, and I don't know what's going on there. So this is really frustrating. At the end, the taxi instructions were good. I wished BeyondATC would not require us to ask for a gate, because it is not typical in EU. You are in the EU, you are assigned a gate, and then tower just, or ground or apron just tells you how to taxi there. SayIntentions.AI gave me strange runway vacation instructions. We should have vacated to the left side of the run because parking is there, but they said we should vacate to the right. I don't know what's going on there, but the handover in the instructions overall were good. Okay, this concludes then our small comparative study. Let's summarize what we observed. Okay. This was really interesting. I think this comparison shows that both of the tools, so SayIntentions.AI and BeyondATC, have their own strong points and also weak points, and there is no clear winner here. I think it's obvious that VATSIM is the most realistic solution for ATC if there are controllers online and if you are on a level that you are feeling comfortable working on in this online environment. So let's go through some categories and talk about our observations. So for voice generations, I think SayIntentions.AI has it's its strong point. There are good accents. I heard some ahs and ums, which give the voices quite a lot of depth and believability. The BeyondATC voices are still good. There are still accents, but they are not as good as the SayIntentions.AI voices. For voice recognition, again, I think SayIntentions.AI is really good here. BeyondATC is not bad at all, but it struggles here more often, and sometimes there are just strange things happening. Again, the frequency change and the text instructions in Munich. That's really strange, and that need works. This need work. So from a procedural standpoint, BeyondATC is really good. I was impressed that it used the Squawk 1000 because that is not that common, I think. Good gate assignments, both get the ground apron tower operations wrong. So in at least in Germany, typically you are handed over to apron after you get your clearance, and then you're handed over to ground or to tower, but you're not handed over to ground after you get your clearance. SayIntentions.AI used some strange text instructions, so we had the wrong pushback direction and the exit from the runway was wrong. Approaches were all in all good. Handovers, altitude changes, descents worked really well. I was impressed with that. On the user interface side, I think BeyondATC is way ahead. It's clean, easy, it's very clear. The audio feedback, the small beep, is really helpful. And also the instruction and the replies are presented very visually, which I like a lot and which helps. And also after recording this video, BeyondATC added a small taxi map to their user interface, so you can actually see where you need to go, which is really nice. Finally, let's talk about pricing. So SayIntentions.AI is a subscription model, $20 per month. BeyondATC is a one-time purchase of $30, but you only get basic voices, and I just listened to the samples of the basic voices and I really don't like them, so I just didn't bother with them. So there is a specialty that these premium voices cost per usage, and it is measured in premium characters. So you get 50,000 premium characters with your first purchase. And for your reference, for this 1 hour flight from Munich to Berlin, I used up about 5,000 premium characters. So approximately 10 similar flights are included with your initial purchase. And you need to pay $10 for every 250,000 premium characters. So all in all, I'm really impressed with both of the tools. They work quite well in a lot and most of the circumstances, and they give you a lot of value. I myself will continue using BeyondATC just because I now bought it and have a lot of premium characters left. But I would consider subscribing to SayIntentions.AI in the future. Of course, nothing beats VATSIM or other online networks. So if there are controllers online and if I don't need to use time acceleration for long-haul flights, then VATSIM or another online network will be my go-to. Thanks for sticking with me. I hope you found this interesting. I had a lot of fun making the video and I found it extremely interesting. If you like this work, I would appreciate if you consider liking and subscribing. I know this calls to action can be a little annoying at some point, but this is one important way YouTube knows that a video is helpful or entertaining. So thanks. Have an awesome day, and I see you very soon.